All right, don't you know? Don't you know? Welcome to the season finale again edition of the Jerk Bucks podcast. I'm the host Frankie No Deke. Alongside with me, Coach Bex, who's actually on mute right now, so she needs to make sure she takes herself off mute. Um, yes, you're on mute. I'm gonna unmute you. Yep, yeah, unmute yourself. Um, Back with me, Coach Bex. Thanks for joining us. Yes, Bex, you're on, you have to unmute yourself. Great. What the difficulties again here. But I guess I'll get some shout outs. DeMarco, I see you on there checking on the Instagram. Appreciate you, my brother. Atomic David Wolves captain. Thanks for checking in. DeMarco, dude, it's good to see you playing out there, by the way, brother. It's fucking pretty impressive. Watching you do your thing. I gotta give you a little shout out. But Bex will be right back, and I know that for sure because we're ready to do this episode. My main man, Crawl Daddy, got something special in store for you too, brother. So glad you're checking in. We're gonna be doing some plugs for you, my friend. And yeah, this show we just want to, it's gonna be a lot of like, thank yous and stuff like that.
All
Talk to you
right.
back.
Did it work?
Bex is here. Bex is here.
Work.
We're good. Bex, how we doing?
I don't know. It just kicked me out of the whole website.
It's okay. That happens.
I wasn't even on mute. That's why I was confused. I was like, I don't understand. And all of a sudden it was like, nope, something went wrong. And I was like, yes, something went seriously wrong.
We kept the going, but John Hood, thanks for also for checking Instagram. We're gonna do a little honorable mention for you. We got a lot of stuff on the bill today, so season finale. We're gonna get into is thanking our sponsors. We're gonna talk a little Hockey Fights MS. We're gonna talk a little check for charity. Some honorable mentions of everybody that's joined us this entire season. Um, right off the bat, we want to thank our sponsors. Crawl Daddy, my man, he's joining in right now. Crawl Daddy saves, Crawl Daddy plays. Make sure you check them out. Crawl Daddy Save on YouTube and Instagram. Make sure you check out Crawl Daddy Plays as well on Twitch. Can't wait for him to come back. He's been gotta make sure he's coming back soon. But and Grove Wellness, of course. And Bex, I can let you take the floor a little bit here. And if you want to talk a little bit about Grove Wellness, you can tell us a little bit about our wonderful sponsor with Grove Wellness as well.
Yeah. Well, first things first, Crawl. Got to say thank you, man. Between, helping us out all year with the pod, and then coming in big for Hockey Fights MS. Real true dude, and appreciate you. But yeah, Grove Wellness, fellow Odd Duck teammate, officially Dr. Stephanie
All the odd
Neuberg.
docs.
All the odd ducks. We
Duck.
don't, what is that? What is that? Ducks fly together, right? That's what they
I know all the
say.
sponsors are odd dogs. Who would have thought?
Yeah, right. But yeah, no. So over in Lansdale on Broad Street, Grove Wellness, focus on physical therapy, acupuncture, hypnosis, acupuncture. So kind
Yep.
of, mind, body, soul, full connection. With acupuncture being the basis, they can have all sorts of ability to work with and understand energy and things like that. So, I mean, let's put it this way: I have torn my body apart more times than anybody should, and the team over there, Charlie and Steph, have put me
Mhm.
together every single time I am Humpty Dumpty. So they are the
Humpty
glue that
Dumpty. I
keeps me
remember that guy.
going.
Yeah, he went through a lot as yourself. So yeah, 100%. Thank you both of you guys. Looking forward to continuing the relationship next season. Um, and and I'll say this about Grove Wellness, with Steph, like she being a hockey player, it's within the hockey community, and like for aches and pains that we go through, she'll know what to do.
Yeah.
And so keep that in mind. And we'll be launching some stuff next season with more information about them and what's to be offered. Got another check in here, Coach Bex on Instagram. Philadelphia Blind Hockey says hi guys. Stick around, please. We're definitely going to be doing an honorable mention for you and talking about our episode when we had Kelsey on. So, thank you so much for joining us, for that episode. That means a lot to us. But, Coach Bax, why don't we get into a little Hockey Fights MS briefly and just talk about the tournament a little bit before we keep going?
Yeah, absolutely. I
Coach
mean,
Bax, this is your team, baby. You founded it. Well,
I
dive into it, man. Talk to us
I know,
about it.
I know. I had the Hockey Fights MST on yesterday, but I didn't feel like putting the dirty one back on. But no, so seriously, I had a great time with everybody.
Yeah,
I personally pushed it a little more than I should have. But
yeah, we know that. We know
it
that.
it cemented that I'm gonna just be Coach Bex this winter. But talking about the team itself, what a freaking like I mean, I know I invited all the people, but like what a freaking team of beauties,
Yeah,
man. Like
you,
I
we had
we
some.
just had a lot of fun.
We really gelled going in, and we finished fourth place, 4 out of 6. We got to play the Gremlins in the consolation game, which was great time. I mean, we know all them, and we'll do the shout out for them now. The Gremlins Hockey Club, they came on our episode. We'll be diving more into that a little bit later on, as we go through the show. But yeah, I mean, I just put my video out there from game one. So if you want to see any footage, check out my channel, Frankie No Deek on YouTube, and I know Crawl just finished up a video, and that's going to be released soon. If you still watching, put your dates out there, buddy, when that we can expect that, and we'll make
I,
sure we plug it. But
I believe the last time I
together,
touched base with him, it was on the his vids coming out on the 19th. So
you might be
I'll be
right.
jet setting and he'll be dropping a vid.
I love it. I
Uh,
love it. Here he is, right here. Brad checks in. Crawl Daddy currently editing game 2. Well, thanks for having
beauty.
us in the background, my brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, we you put together such a good club. Like we had so much fun, and we got competitive. Once we got through those little flusters in the first game, we started gelling, and you put
Yeah.
together some buttes, man. And then you got
Yeah,
me
no,
just trying to get through.
I think for sure, you know, we have a couple people will be actually healthy, you know, and you know, we find out ahead of time that we're getting on the ice early, and you know, the tournament as
Just
far
having
as our
everybody
play,
there.
yeah, like I said, our placement looks a little different, but man, like I don't think I've laughed so hard on a bench in probably years. Like genuine years. It was a great freaking time.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was an incredible time. And Brad checks back in. The 20th, he'll be releasing game one, Ducks, uh, from his point of view, and that'll be coming out on from Brad. Want to put this one on the screen here. Um, he says, "Bex, let's recruit number 43, Scranton boy, and cut Frankie no production." I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you. I'm not sure how I feel about that one, Pro Daddy.
Listen, Frankie, I
Not too
played
thrilled with that.
limited ice time and I had more points than you, homie.
That's bullshit, dude. You had a crisp. I mean, look, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna work on my skill. I'm gonna come back full throttle. All
Yeah,
right, you
you
don't
and
worry
me
about
both,
that.
man. You and me both. I
So
just need an
seriously,
extra season.
yeah, seriously. If you want, Bexy, you can handle the comments, and I'll keep cruising here. So Hockey
Yeah, you're
Fights
good,
MS,
man.
shout out to them. Thank you so much for having us. That was an incredible tournament. Looking forward to getting back next year. Um, and then we just had after that we just had checking for charity. Which we'll dive into now. I had the great, honor and privilege of doing more work with Checking for Charity. Once again, our good friend Crawl Daddy was down there playing back-to-back tournament weekends, for Anna's Warriors. So a little shout out for Anna's Warriors and all the great charities. UHL had a good team going down there for a great charity, which we'll get into a little bit later on. But yeah, this was a great tournament. Thanks to them for obviously I was like having us do the podcast with them. Great tournament. I'm gonna have all the photos released soon, so you'll start seeing some shares from me. But shout out to Phil, Allison, Mitch, all the hard workers behind the scenes that get checking for charity going. It's an incredible time. So thanks for having me and thanks for having us do the podcast with you. It's a good
You
one, huh?
got to meet one. He got to meet one of my near and dear friends at that tournament too. She
Yes, I did, and it's about time. And shout out to your good friend Laura White. We're looking to maybe hopefully maybe get her on the show. She played for Krabbies, which was they were a lot of fun. Laura, she could play, dude. She was fun to watch, dude.
she can play. She can chirp. She can. There's
Dude,
nothing that woman cannot do. I'm gonna just
she
leave it at that.
and and like we were talking about all fair, like about her and how humble she was, and she was incredible. And she and little shout out for her, congratulations again. She just won official of the year.
She
And
did.
when she was chirping the refs would just not say anything back to her. Because how are they going to disagree with her? Realistically,
Right? You're rep of the
she's
year. Be quiet.
yeah, run for the year. Let's sip, grab a soda, grab a
Yeah.
soda, grab
So,
one.
Frankie, you got a special little question coming up in here. Don't you have a game tonight from
Yeah,
Sean?
yeah. Hey, Steve, thanks for checking in, brother. No, I already told him he's such a jerk off. I already told him that I wasn't playing tonight. It's too far too late. And rumor has it that one of the teams, not going to say which one, might not have enough players, so there may be a forfeit in the
Oh,
works. So
oh,
wait and see.
breaking news! Breaking
Big
news!
implications for Moose hockey. We go into the playoffs this weekend, so looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. So what are you thinking? We move it. We talking about some of our best moments of season 3 here.
Yes, let's do it. Let's see how a couple of our comments here. I know that we have a couple more on there. Let's see what we got going on. And shout out to John Hood back on the show, checking in. Thank you, my brother. Always appreciate you checking in.
Yeah. But
So yeah, let's go into some of our favorite moments. I was just checking the comments out. Sorry about that.
you're good.
Favorite moments of season 3. I'll start off here, and then we'll go through. So one of my favorite moments about the season, there were so many good memories. Like from having my goalies galore. I think this is the most season I've had a goalie on. We had and then little shout outs, we had James Brennan come on. We had John Hood come on. We had our good friend Z Tending. Z came on. Thank you. Shout out to Z Tending. Thank you so much for coming on, everything that you do. And then we had Kat Hill, ponytail goalie. She came on, another one of our goalies. And then we had, of course, Crawl Daddy. I have to say, like, even on a personal level, when I had Brad come on, it was like the start of like a really good friendship. So if I could take anything away from a lot of those episodes, that's the one thing that like I could definitely take on. Is that like that started just such a good friendship with me and Crawl Daddy. Like we just became so close, and it all kind of started with him coming on that show. Because I don't think, man, we talk every day, and he's become one of my best friends in the hockey community. So shout out to you, brother. Crawl Daddy. Appreciate you, man. And you guys got to meet him and see how he is, and he's just such a fun person to be around.
Yeah.
He's probably all greased up right now, like laughing, like,
Yeah,
oh
he's over here saying holy goalies,
yeah,
but he's also shouting you out with a little "I love you, Frankie."
my boy. Oh,
Oh man, what a character, dude! What a, like he's just I couldn't believe he like started playing so late in life
yeah,
and stuff. But oh man, what a character! What a true goalie, though. Oh man, for
dude,
sure.
he's so funny. But that was I mean having him on was one of my favorite episodes. Obviously, like I said, but I'll tell you about my funniest episode. I've never laughed so hard, and that was when we had on Yergs and Allie from the Gremlins.
Oh my god.
Um, I absolutely couldn't stop laughing. I still go back and watch that episode sometimes.
I think the only saving grace is the fact that we weren't in person with them because I would have just been in tears.
I
I
don't
would
know if
have
I would
been
have been
in
able to do the
tears. It
show.
would have been done. Now they are just two of the funniest people you will ever encounter. Um, Definitely missed Allie at MS this year.
Yeah,
That was
was she there? I thought she was
no,
there.
unfortunately, I believe she was, sick
Uh,
and, couldn't come out, which,
damn.
big bummer for her, big bummer for the team, and definitely
Big
a
bummer for
big
us
bummer
just to be
for
around her, dude.
everyone
She's
else.
hysterical,
Yeah.
man. She's
Um,
hysterical.
yeah, no, so, yeah, no, for sure, they the by far the dynamic duo of comedy
Yeah,
in hockey.
they are
Um,
hysterical. And shout out to the Gremlins Hockey Club. Check them out. We obviously got to play them at Hockey Fights MS. Check out Gremlins Hockey Club. They also have some clinics going on. Check out their social media. Alex Mader, good friend. He does some stuff with them in their clinic. So thank you so much, Gremlins Hockey Club, for joining the show. Definitely one of my favorite moments of season 3. And yeah, Bex, why don't you touch on one of yours, and I have one more I want to
y
add.
yeah, I mean, I guess I would be remiss to say, my first time on the podcast.
Yeah.
Coming in as a guest for talking about the UWHL playoffs. I mean, if I didn't touch on that, I feel like, it's missing my dawning.
Mhm.
So that, I got to take a second and say thank you for, inviting me as a guest, and then, wanting to continue to work with me because you saw, I don't know, whatever this potential is, and it's just been a really bright spot to have in my life right now, and I
That
think that
means a
that is
lot.
really awesome. Yeah.
Uh, uh,
I think
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
because you're getting me all because that was my
No, I don't want to make
transition,
you
but go
cry,
ahead.
Frankie. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Nah.
Um
Frankie, no
no,
tears.
I will I will say the funniest thing that happened on the show for me was that it just caught me off guard was probably when Alexis, when we asked her what her stick pattern was,
Her
and
curve, whatever Bex
her
picks.
curve, whatever Bex, I couldn't even answer the question. I was laughing so hard I wasn't ready for that answer from her.
Yeah, just a girl that
Um,
plays hockey, right, man?
I'm just a girl that plays hockey,
She's the
and whatever
best.
Bex gives me, like, what?
Yeah, she is.
So I
She's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so no, just I mean her, and then, like, dude, like, just so many great people on the show this time around. Getting to be able to talk about the mental health episode, to me that was
Yeah,
like a huge, really special moment.
yeah, it really
With
was.
Colty and Tin. So
And shout out to
uh
both of them, Colty and Tyndall, for coming on the show and doing that special episode with us. Once again, another friendship that I've known Tyndall for a little bit now, but getting to know Colty, and I obviously still staying in touch with Colty. Um, she's like you've you've been able to, and if you don't mind me kind of taking over for a little bit because it's you know what you were one of my favorite additions coming onto this show. Like like what you've been able to do for this show, what you've been able to do for me for as long as I've known you. I am so grateful to like have you be a part of this with me. And that goes back to one of my favorite moments when you were get to interview some of the players from the U. That was your first time really on camera, and you did so well. And like I'm such a huge women's hockey advocate, and bringing you on as one of my close friends, and obviously a huge ambassador to the sport. Like, thank you for trusting in me to provide a good show, and I knew it was only going to be better with the addition of you. So, thank you, Bax, for joining us, and I'm so excited to have you, and I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Let's
Sean,
go.
Sh- Sean, I think you're directing this to me if I'm gonna be a part of next season. I'm
Mhm.
assuming you made the podcast and not talking to Frankie about season next year for hockey. Um, so
Yes, yeah,
the answer is
she'll be
yes.
back.
I'll be back. I'll be here.
Oh man,
We'll be getting a little more crazy, doing I think a little bit more than maybe been done in the past, and definitely looking forward to being a part of doing this whole project with you, and working our way through. Santor, I've
yeah.
seen you cry. Be quiet. You're
Yeah,
you're
I know,
soft
and
too.
Santora checks in. So Santora is obviously as part of one of our parts of our honorable mention. So, but since he's watching, we'll do it for him now. Santora, one of our good friends. I mean, yeah, looking forward to getting him on the show, but he's always checking on the show. So, we're going to do a little honorable mention for Santora. Make sure you check out Spartan Goaltending. Um, great clinic. We got a couple of them that we're going to mention, but this is definitely going to be one of them. Spartan Goaltending. Make sure to check them out on social media. Jersey area, Northeast Philadelphia. Another one. Obviously, a couple people checking on Instagram. Delco Batman. Thanks for checking in. My main man, Joey Maz. Thanks for checking in. He's also got a good goalie clinic running up at the campus. up in Downingtown. Come check us out. I rep there a lot. I've been doing work with him, man. I did some video work for him. So yeah, Coach Joey Maz, his goalie clinic as well up here in the Downingtown, Westchester area, held at the campus. Um, check him out. Make sure you go see him on social media. Also does great work. Um, the
I
plugs are
do have
coming
to
in. That's
one
what the
more
show's about.
Yeah, I gotta do one more shout out on Centaur. I'm really mad I missed his decked out goalie pads because I saw the photos
Oh, they were
posted
dope.
later.
They were dope.
Absolutely old
Yeah,
school stick drip, man.
they were so.
Um, that
Me and
that was
Crawl
they
were
were
watching.
dirty.
Me and Crawl were watching that game after one of our games where we stayed a little bit later. And we were watching and yeah, I looked at him, I was like, dude, those are nasty. They were nasty.
They were seriously nasty.
They were
Frankie, we got
nasty,
a
yeah.
we got a special idea here. Maybe it's content for next time. Next season we could re-invite the goalies. We'll get them all on
He's
the ice and we'll
outrageous.
get you tied in the pipes.
Yeah. That's a terrible idea. Jack will just checking in. Thanks for checking in. Get the hell out of here. Scram. Terrible idea.
I
Never
think
do it.
it's a great idea. I
I'm
think
too busy
every
putting up points. I'm too busy putting up points and
where
then switch over. And he knows that.
where
Top
where
page, bottom page. Let's go. I'm on the top page. I'm still top 10 in scoring in my division, and I played 7 games. Jekyll's on the last page. The last page. Watch your mouth. Moving on.
moving on. There you have her.
So some honorable mentions as well. We'll keep them rolling. Obviously, we talked about some of our favorite episodes. Um, UWHL. Thank you so much for coming on. We had a great time with you. Philadelphia Blind Hockey, one of our favorite people, Kelsey. Thank you so much for coming on. Checking for charity, Hockey Fights MS. Little honorable mention, shout out also for the Sugar Bush. Can't wait to have them on. They always have Checo on the show. Um, we obviously mentioned Spartan goalie. You can throw some of those comments up on the screen too. Um, our good friend Z attending, Alexis, who came on. Um, the first episode of the season, good friend James Brennan, checked in a lot. Really appreciate him coming on. Hoodie, another great episode. We had a lot of goaltenders. We had a ton of goaltenders.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some of the
Santora's
comments up
saying
here.
the Santora's saying the same thing I am here, man.
Points, dude. Make sure you put up some of those comments too. Well,
Oh
if they're
yeah.
not reading it, all right. Um,
So
he
Brad's
said
loving this.
points.
Brad is absolute
Dude,
Schuster's
it's
loving this.
absolute bullshit. I'm scoring. When I'm healthy, I'm putting points in. If I would have
When
played
I'm
a
not
full
healthy,
season,
I'm putting points in.
I was out. I was out with a concussion too, and I'm sorry. I took a knee to the head. It was out 3 weeks, and then I was at tournaments. Although I can't talk shit because he played in the tournament against us, and then he went back and played another game. So
Yeah.
dedication,
Jekyll's
I
coming
guess.
back in, telling you you're
Yeah,
eating the
yeah. That's
points.
that's where all his points went. He ate them all. Stop, brother. Stop. The chirping. The chirping.
Isn't that the name of the show, homie?
Santora's comments great. Want to put that on the screen before we continue on? He's scoring. Santora checks in with the scoring chicken parm Sammys. I love that. I love that. Um, I love that. So yeah. So scroll down here back to our honorable mentions. Anything for you that you want to add? Obviously, well, no, we'll
I mean, as far as like honorable mentions, I mean, blind hockey, we know it's near and dear to
of course.
me. I'm super stoked to, ramp up for the season for them. And yeah, I mean, getting Z to come on, that's huge. I've known him for such a long time, and the way he's
Great
grown
guy.
grown grown his brand is amazing. He's
Yeah,
over at Grundy Ice
yep.
Rink, so if you're in there, check him out.
Yeah, we got people
Uh,
all over. And a little thing about Z22 is my good friend Joey Maz, who also does the goalie clinic up here in the Downingtown area. He learned a lot from Z tending. And I think we're going to try and do an episode next year where we almost have some of those goalie guys come on all at one time. Good God, that show will be absolutely outrageous. A bunch of
that would
goalies.
Yeah, that's gonna be our on ice show where you're strapped in the pads, homie. That's the show. That's the show. That you're gonna get an on ice clinic from every goalie coach you now
And
have
just you know
interviewed.
what? That would be cool. And just go to each one and would just get video footage of like me becoming a goalie. Dude, that could be something dope.
I mean, either that or
Oh god,
we're just gonna
Santour
tie you
will
to the net like
absolutely
net like Goldberg and let them all take shots at you.
Mhm. Not Doug said Z10 is top notch. Don't know Maz, but I'd love to collaborate with him. Yeah, man, absolutely. Well, he's gonna be coming on the show next season, as you will be too. So maybe we'll have to set some things up. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a
Like
fun goalie
dude,
too. I
I
mic'd him
called
up
this the
for
season of the
Santorum.
goalie. Yes,
Dude,
he's a good one
I
too.
felt like I just had that. We had I literally
The
6 out of 15
season 3, season of
episodes.
the goalie.
Season of the goalie.
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, I just think it was really cool. Also, just the one thing I wanna say is, like, an honorable mention, the number of people that we brought on that started playing hockey later in life. Like, I know, like, you didn't start
Yeah.
till you were in high school, but,
Mhm.
like, Hirschman coming in as an adult, like,
The things we get to
you know.
learn. The things we learned
Right,
about about some of the players.
I just think that as an honorable mention in and of itself that, like, you can play this game or learn this game at any stage of your life, and
Mhm.
no matter what age it is, you'll fall in love with it, and I think that in general is where, like, I wanna leave honorable mentions. It's just, like, the love of the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, 100%, and my good friend Joey Maz checks in, he says, "Me and on Instagram, me and Z go way back, great dude, lots of knowledge from him." Joey, I'm gonna get you coordinated with, my good friend Santura, he said he'd love to collab with you, I think you guys will do a lot of fun work, and maybe next year we will. Maybe we'll do little live shows at some of their clinics. We'll hit all 3, and then maybe I'll have a little I can't be a goalie, dude. Come on. Be terrible, man. You probably hurt.
It does hurt. It's just the legs, it's the getting it's more moving than you're used to doing on the ice.
It's that's insulting. It's insulting.
Well, you don't have to skate
You
backwards.
play I do know how to, just not as good as Diana. Have you seen the picture? Fucking kidding me, dude?
Yeah, right. Shout out to our Ukrainian superstar,
Love
Diana
her.
from
She was
MS.
so sweet.
Unreal.
Yeah, she was humble. She was so much fun. I think that was one of Crawl Daddy's favorite players. Got some comments on the screen. I'm gonna read this one from Joey
Ah,
Maz, final
Doc
one.
checking in.
It's she says it's exhausting. And she does talk about goalie?
Yeah. Yeah, she's talking about
Yeah.
goalie.
I bet it
I
is.
mean, yeah, so she strapped it on for a practice just as, like, for fun, and it's exhausting. I've done it for a practice, it's exhausting.
Could you imagine if, like, that
And
was my calling? If, like, I was, like if I, like, had this if I was, like, a crazy good goalie?
homie, you're weird enough for it.
I'll take
And
that.
then Santora's
Fucking
coming for
Santorum.
blood tonight, man.
No, he's my guy, dude. We wouldn't be as close as we are if we didn't do this shit with each other. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's the
I'm just
best, dude.
saying, like, I feel like we done chummed the waters tonight, and,
We
we're
gotta
living
get him on
up
here.
to the
I'd love to
pod
work with Santorum.
name here with the, little chirping coming through.
I know it's the first time I think we all
We'll
did some
get him.
chirping on the show.
Coming for you, Santora.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
always
we'll
at
have to
your
set that
expense, though, it
up.
has to be.
Mhm. Somehow. Somehow.
Aw.
Keep rolling with those comments. I'll throw them up on the screen. We'll read some of those off.
We got, Jekyll coming back in saying, "You don't have the guts." See, now that I disagree. Frankie definitely has the guts to do it.
Absolutely.
Mostly
Yeah.
because if everybody tells him he won't do it, he'll fucking do
I'm
it.
doing it. And I'll do it for the I mean, you know I'm all about the content.
Yeah, do it for the
You
content.
know I'm all
Uh,
for the content.
and Santora, dude, man, that's horrible.
Oh shit, dude. What?
Yo, like, that's rough, man. I'm wicked sorry.
Yeah, Santora
Um,
checks in. He's stuck home with a concussion and an orbital bone fracture, so you're gonna suffer. Brother, sorry to hear that, my man.
yeah,
Dude, quick recovery. Um, dude, let me know if you need anything too, man.
yeah.
That's tough,
Good to
brother.
see the fingers are still working on the keyboard, though.
Yeah, well, thanks for checking in, dude. We appreciate you seriously, and next season, you're gonna definitely be on, and we'll be doing some fun stuff together. Get better, my brother. Seriously.
Yeah, but, also, if we get you in the beginning of the season, if you're still not back, then, we know you got some extra time for the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. He actually just shot me a message here. I'm gonna have to. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
live one. I'll watch that in a minute. I'll send it to Bex too. We'll watch it together after the show. I'm not gonna put it out there.
Yeah, man.
I guess it's yeah. I saw that Santora. So they just sent the video. Me and Bex gonna watch it afterwards. But
Yeah.
yeah. Once again, we got just thank you to all the guests. Like um, Brad checks in and says, "Oh, sorry, Bex. You can't put that up on the screen for me. Bang gay might work, but holy shit, I'm sorry, dude. Bang gay. He's so greasy.
Oh, man.
Greasy rat bastard. Someone start calling him. We had
With
so
that
many great
mullet, all he
episodes.
needs is that little tail, and
Oh,
he's
he's that
nailed it.
dude. He's that dude. Yeah, he is. That's what he says. He's a greasy little rat. Goes that tail.
Yeah.
But yeah, so many great episodes. We're super pumped up. This isn't your traditional episode. There's a lot of thank yous just to everybody, and thank you for like the fans and the people that continuously watch the show, the people that share it, and everybody from from everywhere. Like without you guys, we just are just a couple people talking to each other, which we could do, but we really, really appreciate like all the support. I mean, we've hit over 1,000 followers. We're still pushing in those 10, 15,000 numbers of views on Spotify and stuff like that. So we really, really, really appreciate it. We got some big things in store for next season, and maybe we can talk about a couple of those things that we might be having. If you want to throw that up before we transition out,
Yeah,
wife
absolutely.
and the rat
She's
tail. That's
so sad. I mean, I don't blame her, but so sad. No, but as you said, man, like I gotta reiterate just the thank yous all the way around. Again, to you letting me in on the show, but then, everybody who watches, supports us, making this feel so welcoming for me. Being the rookie of the year over here.
let's go.
So yeah, just that, seriously, thank y'all. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, coming back next season, don't worry.
Yep. We will be
Better
back
better and
in the
stronger.
fall. Yep, we will be back in the fall, and we're not going to go over too much, but we are going to be doing a couple of little things. We're going to, you will see a new intro video featuring Bex and I, and then we will have a new logo. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have a new logo.
gonna have to get some brainstorming going. We're gonna
Yeah,
work on Frankie's backward skating. Um, it's gonna be a busy off season for us over here.
Chirping Pucks
But
podcast.
Chirping Pucks podcast is a busy off season. But first I got to go on vacation.
Yes, you do.
um,
Yes, you do, and we're super excited for it.
yeah, but
Yeah,
no,
it's gonna be fun.
we're gonna have some good stuff. I think y'all are gonna be really excited with what we come back with in the fall. And
Yes. Yeah, we're not gonna give too
just
much away, but yeah, we will have a new video. We're gonna have a new logo. Um, lot of cool stuff that are gonna be happening, and we're setting up some things where we're gonna be taking the show out on the road and talking a little, just talking to some people, and just so stay tuned for just all that stuff. But yeah, season 4 will. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, put Alexis's comment on the screen. Um,
Alexis
Alexis,
coming in.
chiming in. Thank you so much for coming on. We mentioned you earlier. We're really, really happy that you were able to come on. Top priority is teaching Frankie how to skate backwards. You know what? That's whatever. I'm doing the best I fucking can over here. All right. All right,
Yeah, but we
everybody.
can always make you better, bud.
We can. We can. And that's the good thing. I haven't hit the peak of like, oh shit, I'm screwed. Where's my
Right.
notes?
You
Check
could
my
be
notes here.
Santora and this is all you got.
Yeah, you're everywhere tonight. You're just nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's
I mean,
safe. Listen, I gotta make him come back next season because you know everybody's gonna come for me season 4, okay? So I gotta
no, I'm
leave
here
on
for it.
top
No, she's
being like
there. We just got a comment and Joey Maz. Thanks for checking in again. If you guys need a new intro song, I'm a music producer, so I could definitely help with that if you like. Heck yeah, brother, and we'll have you come on too, and we can talk about that. I like that. Appreciate that, my brother.
awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
We'll be.
really big thank you, homie.
Alexis checks in again. I'll just throw it
I
up there.
win. I win. I win. So
I always come for you guys. Yeah, this is now where the show seems to get transitioned to a uncomfortable fucking HR violation. Every time, seriously, it's
we
like
don't work
since
together. No.
yeah,
She just
right.
means, she comes to the bench when I call her because I'm a coach. That's what she's saying, guys. Don't get it twisted.
Let me check my playbook here. Um, but yeah, we'll be back season 4. Thank you so much again. We're going to start the transition out. Um, so like just thank you everybody. Thank you to the guests as we've ran down and mentioned. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Grove Wellness Center, and of course, Crawl Daddy plays, Crawl Daddy saves. I would really, really, really appreciate it. Means a lot. I can't have these comments like seeing them beforehand because I keep reacting to them. But we got another comment if you want to throw that up there. And we'll read that before we sign off. Brad,
Yeah.
Crawl Daddy checks in. Pretty sure they wore each other's pants that tournament too. Just talking about you.
Listen,
Did you?
listen. It had to happen. I had to get in Alexis's pants. It took a while, but I finally got there. It's all good. But I also on a completely different note, the reason I wore her pants in real life is because I put on mad weight for my concussion, so my stuff didn't fit.
Hmm.
So thank you, Lex, for losing weight so I could get into your pants.
Yes.
Um, but do you know I don't think I've worn a pair of hockey pants since I was she's over here. I got to make you work for it. Fair. But no, I don't think I've worn hockey pants since I was like 10 years old. I've worn girdles since then. I've always
Yeah,
been
I
like
saw that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I I didn't hate the pants, but I've talked so much shit on hockey pants for so long. I would love to get like maybe a little on the off season if anybody wants to comment up on the Facebook page. Hockey pants versus wearing the girdle.
Yeah, it's
I
interesting.
don't know, man. I don't know if I could do pants full time.
My,
It's
my
just a
my hockey
weird
pants are the
thing.
same ones I had since high school, so I'm like the worst person to ask. I gotta get new pants. I don't know how I still fit in them. They have like no. It's like the worst.
You just have like a shell. It's just they were pants. um
Yeah,
Oh, thanks, Lex.
yeah,
You know,
literally.
um, I'll
Max, thanks
take
for
it.
checking in.
I'll take
Appreciate
it that
you.
I look good in them. So thank you, thank you. But yeah, no, I just very weird thing to wear hockey
Yeah, no,
pants
it's never a
after
bad thing.
such a long time, man, for real. Uh, maybe that's my final
Yeah,
thought.
no, it
I
is.
don't
It is.
know.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna hit the final thought now. Once again, thank you everybody. We this is the season finale. We'll be taking a little bit of a break. We'll be back in the fall. Give or take about a month, maybe a little bit more. But we got some great things in store. Final thought for me is it's not always the player shooting the stick. Sometimes the stick does matter, and I learned that recently. Invest in a good stick. Invest in a good hockey stick because it does make a difference. And I learned that from you, Coach Max.
yeah, definitely something I just wrote a huge breakdown on for somebody looking to learn to play hockey, 30-year figure skater and looking to transition, and talked her through getting her first pair of skates, and then she just came to me about getting sticks, and I like broke it all down. But yeah, it the player ultimately makes, and what you do with your equipment is what what it comes down to. but having better equipment does allow you to be peak. Alexis chiming in here again. The stick always matters, and Bex picks the best ones.
She knows her sticks, ironically.
Yeah. Oddly enough, listen, we all have our talents. I just know which one to pick off the shelf. Let's put it that way.
What to say? That's good. That's gonna do it. Thank you so much to everybody.
It. We're cutting it.
I just can't stop laughing. Thank you so much to everybody. We are looking forward to season 4. Stay tuned for some new things. We're still gonna be active on social media with things, and Flyer season's getting ready to start. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you to Grove Wellness Center. Thank you to Crawl Daddy. Thank you to everybody that's chimed in tonight. It means so much to us that you're stuck with the show, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys all soon. Bexy, sign off. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Take care, y'all.